What up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mode. Welcome to my Warboss tutorial on how to paint the creepy, kooky artifact that comes with the Mortis engine. I'm going to show you how I painted the candles, how I painted the artifact itself. Pretty easy, simple, standard, but really effective. And having finished it, what I'm going to do now is I am going to glue this sucker onto the Mortis engine itself. So I'm going to be using my Model Master liquid cement for plastic models. I think this might actually be a not so good idea. It might actually be a better idea to use like something like Zap-A-Gap for plastic models, but you know what? It's alright. So there are two little grooves in here where the artifact or the pillows for if you're using this baby as a coven throne are supposed to go. So I'm just putting glue in there, as you can see. And then I'm gonna stick this sucker in. And and I'm done with that. So stay tuned to the rest of the tutorial to see how I paint it up, and enjoy. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint our artifact with bolt gun metal, or lead belcher, I believe, is the new equivalent. So this is my standard, what my usual technique is of going inside out, starting from the inside and painting outwards. And don't worry if you get any on the ivory of the candles, because we're going to be painting that next. Now we're just getting all the metal. And no idea what these spines on the side are supposed to be. Are these spines part of the artifact? What? White dwarf doesn't really make it clear what it is, but you know what? I don't know. Oh no, this one's breaking off. Oh, this piece of garbage. Oh, it broke off. Fine cast. Alright, you know what, forget it. Let's continue. Camry brown for the for all the candle wax. So remember, when working, if you're using these old school foundation paints, to thin these guys down. And if you're using the new stuff, then I think you should be okay. I have no idea what these things on the sides are now that I'm looking at them. Are they supposed to be part of the candle? Are they part of the metal frame? Are they bones? GW loves to just put bones all over their figures. don't know, you guys. What should I do? How should we paint it? In the White Dwarf guide that I'm following, it's very unclear. They've left it like really dark looking. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna make it. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna make them look like bones. Them bones. So this is, guys, this is when I really come alive, when I'm painting something that is, you know, really detailed and fine, but something that you can't really see unless you really look at it. Like, this is not a big focal point of the model. When you look at it, the first things you see are the spirit horde and the bone cage and stuff, and you really have to look to see into this artifact thing. But it's kind of what makes it a fun challenge for me, because I like to paint things that people have to look in to really appreciate and to find amidst all the other stuff. So we're gonna let this dry for a while and we'll come back to wash and highlight. Alright, in this next step we have an easy section of washing, and we're going to be washing the metal with Badab Black and the wax with Griffin Sepia. So I actually have the new Nuln Oil, which is the new Badab Black. So I'm going to be using that to wash the metal. I don't have the new sepia color though, unfortunately, so I'll be using the old Griffin Sepia to wash the candle wax. Stay open, stay open, stay open. So there's the front and here's the back. That and Griffin Sepia for the candle wax. Seriously, what are these things on the side? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to let this all dry for a second, then we'll come back and continue in just a little bit. Okay, next we're going to do a little bit of Devlin Mud or Agrax Earthshade, if you've got the new colors, onto the metal. And you might be wondering, why are we doing this like dirty brown color after the black color is already tied down the metal? At least that's what I used to think. But then I figured out for myself that the black, the Bad Black or Nuln Oil, whichever one you use, is there to get all the shadows in place, so that when you do this one, this is really just accenting the colors rather than forcing itself as a wash to make those shadows. And I think it's a good technique for beginners to learn, that you always shade with the darkest colors first to build up those dark shadows. Starring Johnny Depp. And then you go in with the color tinting. Okay, so while we leave that to dry, we take some old school desert yellow, or whatever the new color is, and we paint up the wax of the candles. So this is a new step. You might notice that I'm highlighting starting with the back. That way if I don't like this shade, or if I want to, if I don't like the color, I can kind of fix it before I get to the front. That's also another trick I've learned over the years. If you're not sure about a new color when you're adding it onto the pre-existing color, experiment on a different part of the model that you can easily fix. The great thing about this candle wax is that it's sculpted really well, with lots of great edges and surfaces, ridges, and like nice looking surfaces for building up your wax. And I think that's really just great. It really looks like melted candles. And for building up these colors, I think that's really helpful. If they look like brand new candles, like right out of the candle maker shop, then it might be a little bit more difficult to highlight, less forgiving. But the way it is, you could really be creative with where you put your highlights and how much you paint certain areas. And yeah, like I said, it's very forgiving. So that looks really nice at this point. Now what it says to do is layer the candles with a 1-to-1 mix of bleached bone and desert yellow. So bleached bone, desert yellow, both at the same time. with these old colors, they dry pretty quickly, so I can already get started on working up from the bottom and feel pretty secure knowing that all the paint down here is dried already. Yeah, I like this look too because we're starting from a brown and we gave it that brown shade earlier. Makes these candles look really unhealthy. They're evil candles, master. Yes, they are. I wonder where would one purchase evil candles? Well, obviously from the evil candle shop. Oh, Lewis. You scared me. How long have you been standing there watching me paint? Oh. Oh, don't you worry your pretty little head about that, War Boss. Just wanted to keep my eye on you and make sure you have my Mortis engine all ready for me to go clubbing. What is this? Okay, and then after that, we're gonna go pure bleached bone. And this is actually the last step. So in order to save time, I might just skip ahead. This video might be running a little bit long, but let me start it at least. What are these? So when you get to the ends of the highlights, you try to stick to like the things that are sticking out the most. That's what I'm doing with all these candles and such. Ew, that looks really nasty. Alright, so I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna go finish and we'll wrap up this video, this part of the video, in just a little bit. Alright, and let's see what it looks like after I've left it to dry. Very nice. The wax looks nice and dirty and filthy, and the artifact itself looks nice and creepy looking. So thanks for watching, and as you saw in the beginning, that's when I glued it onto the thing. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.